Hello lovelies, do you ever feel like those cozy fall trends are making you look, well, not your best? You're not alone. Because sometimes those beautiful oversized sweaters and flowing maxi skirts can be sabotaging your style, where you're either drowning in fabric or not quite nailing the silhouette. Today I'm revealing what fashion trends and current styling are inadvertently making you look frumpy and shapeless. The best part is that they all have easy fixes, and after this you will be avoiding those fashion mistakes and look and feel amazing. I'm Zeba, and if you're new here, a very warm welcome. I love making videos that help you get dressed in the morning so that you can love how you feel in your skin, feel confident, because if you feel confident, you literally can do anything. So make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a video. And if you're not new here, it's still me. I'm not in disguise. I just got my hair done yesterday and got it flat ironed. So I don't have my usual crazy Texas hair because I am from Texas. And by the way, I would love to hear where you're from, because although I am from the South, I now live up north and I'm forced to dress for all of the elements. If you want to hear more about my hair journey, stick around to the end of the video. I'll share the story. First thing we're going to talk about to not look frumpy this fall winter is styling oversized shirts. Well, oversized shirts are kind of like an it girl statement. We see a lot of beautiful images on social media, editorial, which I think is a really great way to be comfortable and to provide a lot of layering to your outfit. However, it is really easy to get it wrong because there is so much fabric. So it might even feel like you're wearing a lab coat. To make it look the absolute best and not frumpy, there's a few things to keep in mind. The first thing that you want to try to do is to pick pants that are slimmer, more form-fitting, whether that is even like a flare leg that just has that very last moment flare right at the ankle to help you look taller and just to give it a little bit of balance so that you're not wearing just like a very skinny kind of jean. I love the way this looks. You can either do like a fancy hack. We've seen a lot of these here on Shorts or Instagram. One of the easiest ways that I like to kind of hack the system without reinventing the wheel and doing all these weird like floral crafting with my shirts is I'll just take the back of the shirt and I'll kind of tie it in a very loose kind of like ponytail, and then I'll just kind of tuck it in the back. Just kind of like strategically fluff it out. And what that does, it helps the shirt stay open and provide that really cool styling that we see a lot of times in like catalogs, and we're like, oh, how does that happen? And usually they're like clipped back. You can kind of achieve that same look, and I think it looks particularly amazing with a blazer because, you know, then the back is kind of a dress. You don't have to worry about how it looks in the back. Not that it looks bad, but if you just have a way of picturing the way the back looks, you can instantly get around that by just having the front be very present. Kind of having that shirt open in the bottom and also around your collarbone is a key way to style the oversized shirt when you're wearing baggy pants. When you have baggy on baggy, the easiest way to prevent looking frumpy is by showing a little skin, collarbone, wrists, ankles if possible, kind of providing a target point for your waist so that you don't necessarily belt it or tuck it, but the focal point of the eye can instantly kind of see that your waist is right there. It's really key so it doesn't look like you're drowning in your outfit. Now, the other way to avoid looking frumpy in an oversized shirt is when you're layering. This shirt is prime real estate to provide that layering look. But if you don't intentionally layer, not only will you just potentially look lumpy, we won't get the full beautiful effect of like what I call like the Ralph Lauren layering, right? Where somehow they put the vest in, the shirt, the crew neck, the blazer, and then the jacket with the belt, and then it all works together. And it works together because we can see the actual layers of every single thing. And when we see that, we don't know why it looks so good. Worst case scenario, roll up your sleeves or show a little collar. And this leads me to this beautiful sweater because I've worn it a lot and it's already a bestseller. It's by today's sponsor, Daka 2, that is an incredible brand that specializes in gorgeous knits, textures, and their own custom blend of materials. They make their fabrics super luxurious and so easy to wear. Because I have been wearing these sweaters a lot, I get a lot of people asking me, whoa, what are they? I've been wearing this a lot with jeans and booties, and also like a crop trench. It looks really chic and so comfortable. have been pulling it on over a lot of different things. And there's a couple of cardigans I want to show you. This is a beautiful, luxurious, look at the pattern on this. It just looks so elegant. It's super soft. They have an array of colors. I chose neutrals, of course, and a brown, and also a gorgeous gray that does my complexion zero favors, but I just love gray. So like I kind of just dismiss like what looks good on me sometimes. I love that these sweaters are so cozy, luxurious, and chic. Not only do they not look overwhelming, but also they don't look kind of like an oversized hoodie. And right now for Black Friday, they're having sales. So make sure to check it out. They're at a huge discount. I also have this beautiful crew neck that I wore yesterday. I love just a basic crew neck, and look at the details on the sleeves. The most beautiful mother of pearl buttons that are nice and tight. I'm a big button stickler. And I love when there's attention to detail, how the buttons are put on. When you have a sweater that's very plain and then you have that button row on the cuff, I think it looks really elevated. It doesn't look like you're just wearing a sweatshirt, right? I think you'll be really happy with these. I'm a budget-minded luxury lover, and I know many of you are as well. You want to look good, you want things to last, but we don't want to be spending $500 on a sweater. If not, $1,500 on a sweater. And you need to check out their whole array, because sweaters, as I mentioned in my last video, are literally one of the biggest trends of 2026. So stocking up on these affordable, luxurious pieces really gonna serve you. And the other thing that I love about these is, yes, they are chic and cozy, but they don't have the same tone as an oversized hoodie, you know? Which is my next point about not looking frumpy in fall winter, is you gotta choose your cozy, right? If you have one piece, it looks intentional and approachable and like you're doing a really nice high-low mixing. When you're cozy stacking, however, like you have like the oversized Sherpa hoodie and the leggings with the Uggs and the beanie, then it just starts to look comfort bomb, right? Like, so pieces like this, no one would know that you are in fact wearing like the most comfortable clothes ever. Other ways to help balance those comfort pieces are by adding something refined, like a metal hair clip or a brooch, a nice glossy crossbody or polished loafer or smooth boot. And I have two videos, one how to style loafers and one how to style knee-high boots, because I think these are amazing comfort picks that you can easily style. So if you want more ideas on how to put looks together with these two shoes, check them out. A lot of times it helps to kind of lead with your shoes first, go bottoms up in terms of building the outfit, because the occasion and kind of the comfort and everything starts with the shoes. By the way, got a little friend back here. I was like, why is there a warm lump behind me? Let's talk about oversized pants, because these kind of go in and out of style. I feel like right now fashion is very polarized. Like you're either doing like the skinny cropped tailored pants, or you're doing the oversized cool girl street style look. So a really easy tactic that you probably already know about to avoid looking frumpy is, if you have the oversized pants, then you want a more form-fitting top. Very simple fashion principle to kind of help balance your outfits. Belting is also a great tool to help you, again, provide an anchor for your eyes so that we can kind of tell where your waist is, where your legs start, and you don't just look like a big cloud walking around, a big juicy cloud. Another thing you can do if you don't want such a snug top is do a cropped blazer or jacket. Very simple, have been kind of everywhere for the last, I would say, 3 years. Cropped blazers and jackets and trenches. Everything just got a little bit snugger. And I talked about in a couple of videos ago that also sweaters have been losing a little bit of length, because I think brands are finally understanding that maybe we don't want tunic sweaters, which, by the way, frumpy. Get rid of your tunic sweaters unless you're doing something awesome with them. The other thing that's everything with oversized pants is picking the right inseam. If you do not have the right inseam, then it's going to look like you either shrank your pants or you're like a little kid wearing your mom's pants. Like, it just looks sloppy. I think more and more companies are providing different inseam options, from Anthropologie to Quince to one of my favorite brands, Saint Sophia, who they have 3 different inseams. The last thing you want to do after you buy something is like go spend more money. Let's talk about jeans a little bit, because jeans are pan-seasonal. You have to be Goldilocks when it comes to denim. You can't have it be too stretchy. You can't have it be too stiff. Both are going to sabotage your style. 1 to 2% elastane is kind of the sweet spot when it comes to finding jeans. Some of my friends really love like the 100%, cotton stiff, like fashion jeans, and that's fine. I think they look amazing for a picture. I'm at a point right now where like I have to be somewhat comfortable. I don't have to be like a level of 100 comfort. I have to be at least like at an 80. I can deal with a little beauty, pain. The next thing with jeans that's gonna crush your look and make you look frumpy is if your jeans zipper flap is crinkled or wrinkled or somehow it just didn't make it to be stretched. And it's kind of like, ooh, it kind of looks a little sad. It looks like clearance rack right off the bat. An easy fix. Sometimes you can iron it out. Last but not least, in terms of denim, the baggy ankles, just ouch. Really easy way to crush your look, unless those baggy ankles are tucked safely underneath knee-high boots and no one can see them, then you can leave those baggy ankle jeans to the times when you wear the knee-high boots. One of my favorite combinations this fall winter is a plaid skirt with a chunky knit. Ooh, this lights me up. I just feel English countryside and refined. Easy to get wrong because these chunky knits sometimes have nowhere to go. In the case of this example here, the knit, if it's the roll neck and just like that statement sweater that we've been talking about in previous videos, that's all your outfit needs is that statement sweater. When it comes to wearing it with a plaid skirt, you want to wear this combination with a cropped sweater. It instantly tells us where the waist is and just a really cozy look that doesn't look frumpy, especially when you're pairing it with either flat knee-high boots or like a suede, like kitten heel. The other way that I think this outfit looks phenomenal is by just picking a really snug shirt so that the A-line skirt can really shine. I think pilling is something that happens to the best of sweaters. And of course you can use the very classic like little rolly thing, but now there's actual like technology that you can just shave your sweater. Amazing. And also just to get the electricity out by moisturizing your skin, sticking your clothes in the bathroom while you're taking a shower so the steam gets some hydration to the fabric, because that is what is causing the static, is when the air is so dry. There's just some really easy ways to do it. So now my quick little hair story. So since I started the channel, I've had pretty consistent like highlights and length. There was a brief period in 2024 when I got bangs that I loved the way they looked. I just couldn't keep it up. I used to live in Chicago and I had 3 dance fitness studios with my sister, and I just recently closed those last year. But my husband still works there, so he's there like once a month. And sometimes it was just easier for me to tag along with him and get my color there. There's a couple of reasons why I had to give somebody here locally a try. Number one, 3 months ago, I became a caregiver for my mom. She's been fighting terminal cancer for almost 5 years. Things got really challenging, so I went to go get her from Texas. She moved in with me about 3 months ago, and she's doing so much better now, thank goodness. It's a miracle, but just like even to get my nails done has been really, really challenging. I just didn't really realize what the term caregiver meant until like you are one. You kind of don't get it. It's almost like being a parent. You can tell people being a parent is hard, but you really don't know until you are one. It was one reason that I was like, you know what, my rooms are pretty bad, they're dark. And I was so nervous when I went. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but when somebody's so nervous that they make you nervous. I was definitely that person. I heard on the Emma Grede podcast, she had a guest doctor. This doctor was talking about how when you are stressed and you're producing a ton of cortisol, it goes out into the atmosphere and it lands on other people. So like if you've ever been at work and like the boss comes in and they're just like super stressed, and then it's contagious, everybody else starts getting stressed. Or at home, like they say, everything runs on mommy Wi-Fi. It's so true. If I'm a mess, guess what? Everybody else is a mess. So I felt like I was kind of emitting this cortisol. The colorist, her name's Michelle. She was so calm. She was unfazed and just listened to me and was like, yep, I get it. I understand. This is a chemistry experiment. You have very warm auburn hair and it's going to be fine. Once I saw how calm and cool and collected she was, given how nervous and cortisol emitting I was, then I knew I was going to be okay, but I really didn't think I was going to be. And if you have colored your hair, you know why this is a big deal, because if a color mistake happens, then it's really, really difficult to fix. Cutting my hair is next, but I couldn't resist asking for like pin straight hair. Thanks for listening to my story. I usually stick to very educational topics, but sometimes it's nice to share a little bit more of like what's going on with me. I always love hearing from you. I just did a video on all of the beautiful 2026 winter trends that are coming our way. I'll see you there. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.